So today we're going to be looking at ticker symbol FUV for, I'm going to see if I can just pronounce this right, for Archimoto Incorporated, which trades on the Nasdaq. Now this company is involved in making three-wheeled vehicles, which actually look pretty cool. They're all electric. It's I guess it's a fairly new company, but what's interesting about this company is that it has a high short interest of around 32%. So I've kept that information directly available for you on the right side of the video. You can always go ahead and even go ahead and see this data for yourself. I think the website is, let's just see, it's shortinterest.com. I think that's what it is. Highshortinterest.com. So it trades under ticker symbol FUV. Now we saw some very good price action on these shorted stocks yesterday. Some of them went up by 100%, and from between 80 to 100%. The hype was really with CLOV, Clover Health Investment Corporation. Geo Group was also another around a 100% gain from any traders who had invested in that stock. So congratulations to anyone who took profits on their investments. FUV is another highly shorted stock. It seems like a very interesting company. Um, because there are, I guess, not many players in the US who are producing these sort of vehicles. Now, you have that company, you might have heard of Polaris. If not, make sure to go onto YouTube and to see their vehicles, which are used in very different in all sort of aspects. For off-roading, they're even used in the for the army, all around the world. So they have a lot of purpose. They're like a multi-purpose vehicle, and they're also great off-roaders, and they're also a lot of fun. And I would also recommend for you. I won't be showing you the videos or the pictures of the vehicles that this particular company produces. You can probably just you can just type in this company, Archimoto Incorporated, and get a nice understanding of what sort of vehicles that they're designing. And they're all electrics, which is obviously the future of transportation, in my point of view. Now, this was a heavily shorted stock, and we saw some nice price action movement for the stock from yesterday, from 11 to $15. But it's still not a very trending stock yet. There has been some mentions of this ticker symbols by Kevin, I suppose, who's a very popular YouTuber who also has a position in this company. Now, right now, if we zoom out, we saw a high of around $36.75 for this particular stock. Since then, it has trailed down, slightly double bottomed off of this $7.96 resistance, and since then it has nicely been trading upwards, which is very positive. Now, with highly shorted stocks, it's very important to understand that there has to be a nice community built around these companies. Individuals have to be backing this stock to allow those short positions to eventually close, spiking the price of the stock, which is very important. So obviously, when playing these sort of investments, you have to be psychologically prepared to see the stock go up and down. You have to have a game plan for both sides of the game. Um, and you also have to have a game plan on when you're comfortable in taking profits, because For me personally, as I have said in many of my videos, these videos that I make is homework for myself, is due diligence that I do for myself, which I like to share with the YouTube community, because now what I'm seeing is that the more information people have about this, the more successful everybody can be, which is obviously my goal. I would like to see everybody be as successful as possible, but it's very important for every investor to do their due diligence, to look at the companies and to really see if that company matches your personality, if it matches your risk assessment, if it matches your game plan, whichever side you're playing. The goal for these ticker symbols is to play the trade. These are not blue chip companies like Microsoft or Amazon, um, or even in that sense as Tesla. Many of these individuals who are playing these stocks are playing the trade. So as soon as they see the spike upwards, a majority of of the investors will take profits. So this is very, very important for every trader to understand, because I have been in those positions as well, where you see the stock go up and psychologically you feel that it will continue to go up, but that is not always the case. So having a game plan is very, very important. With short squeezes, it's very difficult to determine how how much price volatility, either upwards or downwards, can happen. That is why you have to be prepared. You have to watch the markets as soon as it opens, watching it from the pre market all the way to the pre close, to get a very nice understanding of what is happening with this company and how individuals are trading this stock. Now, again, there's a lot of manipulation which I'm been seeing on YouTube, how hedge funds, because they have the experience, they've been doing this for a very, very long time, and these are very, very smart individuals with very smart uh, um, technologies and all that. So they understand how to manipulate stocks, how to play stocks. There are individuals who even know how to play the upside and the downside of stocks at the same time. So it all depends on what your game plan is. If you think that this company is a good stock to short, then that would be your game plan. And if you think that this is a good company that you would want to get behind, maybe not as a long trade, but you see that that short squeeze can happen within a company, then you would be a bull. You would expect the price action movement to move upwards. So it's very important to understand um, what side of the game are you on now. Obviously this whole revolution started with Roaring Kitty and GME, and since then more information, more data has been available for retail investors to take advantage of these opportunities, as have hedge funds done for many, many years. And now, because this information is available, we are able to target certain companies that we feel that we don't want to see go out of business. The prime example would be GameStop. A lot of people really like this company and they want to see this company succeed. AMC would be another great company that people don't want to see go out of business. Rather, once COVID, as we have seen, the vaccines are rolling out, and there's a large selection of movies which have been halted, which haven't been able to come onto the big screen. So people are excited to go back to the cinemas, to go back to their normal lives. So these are all catalysts which could play in the direction of that short squeeze. Now, it's important to also know that when you're playing a short squeeze, you have to put aside certain fundamentals. You have to be psychologically prepared. You have to have the stomach to um, uh, to see the downward price action of that stock. You also have to be psychologically prepared to possibly even take a loss. But this is why your due diligence is so important and so vital. And it's also very important to understand at least what the company does and if you like what the company is doing. So for this ticker symbol FUV, as I explained a little bit before, they are manufacturing three-wheeled vehicles in the United States. They have two models which you can already place an order for, and they look like a lot of fun. And obviously, as time goes, their purpose, the utility for what they could be used for could also change as uh, as time goes. Maybe possibly they could be used for delivery systems. There, that's how I sort of see these vehicles being used, if not even just for individuals just to have fun with. It's sort of like a motorbike but with three wheels. So I would recommend for you guys to YouTube this company to see the vehicles, and I just wanted to make you aware of these companies which are highly, highly shorted. Now, for me, I'm looking for possibly. I'm not sure if I will be opening up a position within this company, even though I like the vehicles. But if I do see a nice price target, maybe I will wait for a little bit of a relax of this price action. Let's go ahead and open up the RSI. Let's just to see where we sort of stand. So the RSI is still in the oversold territory. So I do expect it to possibly bounce off of the resistance of $14.10, come down a little bit in the oversold territory, and possibly that would be my chance to open up a position within this company for a trade. Now, I will be doing a little bit more research just to see how this stock is trending on social media. If individuals are really talking about this stock, do people like this stock? Do they like the vehicles that they're producing? The team members involved in this company, they all play a crucial, crucial part. The stronger the team, the stronger the company, the stronger the product that they're producing, then obviously that would affirm my thesis that a possible short squeeze is possible. But with short squeezes, you also have to remember that if the company's team or what and their product is suffering, then that short squeeze can also work against you. So these are very, very important points to know and to keep in mind whenever investing. So I will be tracking the price for this ticker symbol FUV, um, and to see what sort of downward action we can see, and if I feel comfortable, I might open up a position. Now, one other aspect of these trades that I would like to make you aware is that if you've been watching these trades, these GME, AMC, sometimes these trades they take it could take a day, it could take a week, and it could also take months for that trade to play out. Obviously, everybody has it in their mind that in that one day they want to take their money out, but realistically that is not the case. And again, I always like to use GME and AMC as a good example for people watching these videos to prepare themselves mentally just to see the time frame of how long individuals were holding those stocks for that short squeeze to really happen. So that is something very, very important that you also have to understand mentally and psychologically, because many people might not have the stomach to bear the downward price action movement if a stock starts to get manipulated and they fall downwards. So you have to be very mentally prepared, and you should only invest, I guess, in my terms, like what you're comfortable with. So at least you're not completely hedged, I guess, in one certain company. Obviously, a lot of people have made a lot of money trading these shorted stocks. So always do your due diligence, understand the whole company, understand who the investors are, understand the engineering team, and I guess after that, if you feel comfortable opening up a position within this company, then again, this charting, what I sort of do is very, very important to see what sort of price points you can expect to open up a trade and to take full advantage of those trades. And then you also have to remember is that how you want to play. Will this be a short term trade? Is this a long term trade? Is this a company that you will hold in your retirement account? So every aspect has to be sort of understood. Now, obviously, with these short companies, for my personal thing, these would be the shorter the trade, obviously, the better. I would like to see these fall down, spike up. I take my money out and invest it somewhere else. So that's very important. But then again, I would just like to reaffirm to everybody that it's very, very important to know what you're trading. Have a game plan ready uh, for whatever trade you do, and please do not trade off of this information. This is my homework, which I do for myself for my due diligence, and it does not mean that I will open up a position, but I this is my passion. This is what I like to see. I love looking at companies. I love to look at what companies are doing. So I like to do this for my own information. And obviously, I like to share my information, my homework with the YouTube community because maybe this information can help someone learn how to possibly do charting, and eventually maybe they fall in love with trading as well and become a trader as well. But never use my information as a trade. Always do your due diligence. Um, Thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video if you found this informative. If you have any trigger symbols that you would like me to analyze, make sure to just to leave it in the comment section, and I'll try to get those out as soon as possible. And obviously, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.